Good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Paxton Perspective. We have just parked up in a McDonald's. I think we're in Coventry, no? We're in Coventry?
Yeah, somewhere near Coventry.
Somewhere near that. It is quite warm in here, so you may see us open car doors at some point. Probably not, because Jesse,
Everyone's staring
Luke,
at us.
Luke a little bit embarrassed
we don't want it.
that we are out in public doing this. But we are just driving back from Man City or Manchester after the game today. Early kickoff, really early start, but were rewarded as Tottenham Hotspur came out eventual winners 2-0, and it was before half time as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What are we thinking?
Hang on, just before we
Initially.
do comment on that, I just want to mention, if it does sound echoey, it's probably because we're all in like close proximity, so
Yeah,
I
no.
do apologise for that.
I just thought we actually played really good today. I thought City looked really good in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they did much in the second half, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really.
I actually thought Man City were like quite poor, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think they had
But when?
the whole game.
No,
the
the
whole
first
game,
half.
like,
The
when
first
they
half. No,
Like,
the first half they were good.
I don't know if it's because like I just feel like we played unbelievable, but I don't know. I think I got like glimpses of what
Don't have another
what
howler,
PSG.
mate.
No.
No.
I think I just kind of like got glimpses of what PSG were like at times in the Super Cup.
Yeah, no, I do.
I think the thing that I was worried about is I thought we played a very similar setup, obviously, except for having 3 at the back, to how we played against PSG.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that I was worried about, we're gonna get to the 85th minute and bottle it.
Yeah, no, I think today he went for a different system. He did come out during the week, I think in his press conference on, I think it was Thursday or Friday, whenever it was, and he said that he takes every game differently, and obviously he took this game, very differently, or not very differently, but in terms of sort of how we set up.
100%.
Was different to the PSG game. I do think it was similar in a way to the Burnley game. We played 4-3-3 instead of going for
Except this Burnley
for
game. This game wasn't boring.
I mean last week weren't boring, but anyway. We went 4 at the back. We went 3 in midfield, and then obviously the 2 wingers, which I thought both.
To be honest,
the
our
wingers today.
midfield, like against PSG and today as well, that 3, they've been
those
a
3.
rock.
Yeah,
Like,
do you know?
you wouldn't think, right? It's the same midfield that we had under Ange.
No,
I know it's
100%
obviously the different tactical, the way they play the game, etc. But oh my God, these last 3 games he's been immense.
Mate,
Like,
today it felt like we had a prime Yaya.
Yeah,
he was so good.
He's so good. But the only thing I will say, I think it's a bit, I want to say worrying because it's good, obviously, but it seems to be the same players that we're like, at the end of the game, we're like, right there, the game. It's Richie, Kudus, Spence, Saar.
Yeah.
They're the ones that we're like, oh my God,
Do you know
they've had a
what I
fucking
actually
game.
really do like about the midfield that we had is obviously that you're seeing consistency between who he's selected, and I think them 3 today walk in like to the midfield. I think it's very, very difficult for someone like Bergvall to just try and get in, get back into the team, because they are playing so well.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, obviously 2 out of the 3 midfielders that started today were obviously they've been here for 2 years with Saar, and then obviously I think 2.5, 3 years Bentancur, roughly.
I think it's
something
more
like
than that. I think it's 4.
To be fair though, Luke, what you said earlier is so true. Like with Saar,
About what?
he played for Brighton, he's £100 million.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's fact.
Currently based on form.
It is literally. If he played for Brighton, everyone would be raving about him like they do Believer. That is a fact.
Yeah. But I think a big difference to our midfield currently in the games that we're playing is, or has been, the 2 big games we played is Paulinho.
Oh yeah.
Paulinho. I did say when he signed, I did say we all we need is someone to sit in front of the back four. And we haven't had that for a long while, and obviously I know we had Højbjerg
on the ball. Paulinho is like,
but Paulinho
Even just breaking up the play, mate.
He did. There were so many little things today that normally would go unnoticed, because he'll just intercept the ball. Like I know it's quite basic stuff, but just
we haven't had that.
Just intercepting the ball, making I think it was start of the second half. Made quite a vital block when the ball shifted over to the left hand side.
I thought that was then.
And I think I'm pretty sure Paulinho did it at some point, but just sort of breaking down play. That's the biggest thing. Trying to, like last season, we talked about it earlier today. Teams would quite literally get the ball, 1 or 2 passes, and they're straight onto our back four. I think so far I know it's very, very early on, but in the 3 games that we've played so far, even if we exclude last week, the 2 games that he's played in, he's been immense.
Yeah.
I think he's been so good. I think Bentancur's not getting enough credit for what he's been doing.
Still don't rate.
Exactly.
Still don't rate.
I do think because I think how Frank is playing it currently is that he's playing 2 just in front of the back 4. That's what it seems. And then he's allowing Sarr to move. Really. Basically to move forward and basically press the ball.
Kudos, Luke was saying earlier, his sort of position in the team is very. I'm not saying the same player because they're not, right? Before I say this, but he's doing in the team wise and like his position is very much like Palmer at Chelsea. Like he's right wing / cam, like he's sort of everywhere.
It's true. I would agree.
Which is nice to see. If we're talking about people that were good though, I do think actually we got quite lucky today that Poro, I think, had a stinker today.
Poro?
Yeah, I thought he was getting beaten every 2. Like every time he got taken on, he got beaten.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think at times he was ball watching.
On the flip side though, I don't know if you've seen Jed Spence's Instagram post. He's calling out basically any winger in the league because
but I hear it.
He had a really good game again today.
Again, like really and again we're talking like PSG did nothing against him.
Yeah.
And that's arguably the best player in the world right now.
And they had arguably one of their best players up against him today in Marmoush. Technically,
Marmoush was against Poro.
I thought Marmoush was out on the. Was that Cherky in the first half then?
No, on the right they had. Who was on the right? Marmoush definitely on the left because we were watching him Poro get duppy the whole game.
Oh, I thought
because Marmoush, remember, he went like straight through Poro, round the back, like behind him, and then had that shot that was just wide.
No, it was Marmoush. He was left wing.
Marmoush.
It was Marmoush, and then he came off for Doku like halfway through the second half.
Yeah, that was Poro, not Jed Spence defending him.
It was Oscar Bob.
Yeah, Oscar Bob.
Oscar Bob. Sorry, okay,
Sorry, I thought you were Oscar Poro having a stinker. I was like, what?
Oscar
and I
Bob.
like Oscar Bob. I think he's good. Oscar Bob's a good player. Like honestly, he had a good game on the last weekend as well.
Yeah.
And today, Jed Spence locked him down again. Another winger.
Yeah, he had a really good game. I think, to be honest, I don't think really you can fault any player. I don't even think.
No,
I think the.
No, I'm just saying if I had one critique of the team today, it was coming down that right side. Everyone's and you saw it when they bring Doku on. It was get the balls Doku, let him breeze past Poro, and obviously sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Mate, it did not. I'm telling you now, yeah.
No,
Doku,
but you remember right at the end. I don't know what minute we're in, but he did get past him once, and then that Van de Ven block.
That was right at the start. That was right at the start of the second half.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Doku for me is a player, mate. I've said it so many times with so many different players. All fart no poo, mate. All fart no poo. He'll do stuff, little things on the ball, but then he's not effective, mate.
Yeah,
Doku's not effective. If we swapped Kudus for Doku in that second half, they would have scored 1 or 2 goals.
I actually think they missed Savinho a lot.
Yeah,
I think him
Savinho,
taking on his player, no matter who he was against, would have caused a lot of trouble.
We'll get on Savinho in a minute. But I also, do you know who else that annoyed me today?
Go on.
I know, annoyed me today.
Player?
Yeah, but and I know you're not gonna be like, what? It's Johnson again, man. Like the thing is, look, I know you're gonna say this.
For what though? Because
no, but do you know what it is? I know he scored right, but like, do you remember in the second half of shooting down our end? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you even said it, like, why are you passing back instead of taking him on? We're in he's on a 1v1 position on the wing.
True.
And you're going backwards. Like, you're there.
True.
If you have one defender in front of you, go round him, at least try it. If he tries, we'll all sit there and be like, oh, do you know what? Fair enough, right?
True.
Yeah.
But when you're going backward, and it's the same thing under Ange, the same thing now with Brennan Johnson. Listen, club legend, mate. He scored in the final. I don't give a fuck.
No.
However, he scored today. It's not disputing that. But it is infuriating as fuck when you're watching a game.
No, I do get it.
Especially when 0-0.
I do get it.
He does it when we're 0-0, and he will just get to the wing, be one defender. He's got to go around him and put a ball in the box, and he'll just pass it back.
No, I do get that.
Odegaard had a stinker when he came.
Oh,
on.
that header at the end.
Mate, he could have made it. He could have made it 3-0 right at the end.
No, the
header
instead
of volleying it.
Yeah, no, the header.
Shit. Mate, he shit.
I thought Wilson came on. And
No,
he was,
fuck off.
He was okay. No,
he
wasn't. No.
He wasn't horrendous. He wasn't horrendous.
Don't say that because he wasn't. He wasn't horrendous, but he wasn't good. No, I'll give you that. I do think.
Just sell him now while you can.
Solanke came on, did okay.
Got a shot off. I think he's going to really, really struggle now to get in the team because Richie's
currently
looking on fire.
100%.
Yeah, I think he's going to really struggle to get in the team. I think even Udogie.
Yeah,
I think Udogie's really going to struggle.
I think Udogie's going to struggle.
Which is good because we haven't really had like competition on our team for years, right?
Do you know what?
100%.
Do you know what could happen going forward though? If you keep saying that Porro is having not rubbish games, but he's not
defending
like
well.
he's not up on the like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 performance. Then what he could do is put Spence at right back, which in normal position,
I think the thing
and then put Udogie at
the problem with
back.
Porro is his delivery is so good. Like, you know, he's clearly our set piece taker. He's on set pieces.
Yes.
For now, until Maddison comes back.
Well,
What next season, mate?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
For now, do you know what I mean?
But and also like the reality is he does do like some crazy balls into the box sometimes.
No, he's mate. Technically, I've said it for ages.
He is good going forward.
I've said it for ages. I think even today, with our starting at maybe not because of Kudus, but actually technically as a football player, Pedro Porro technically is our best player. Just being able to pass the ball the way he shoots the ball.
I'm not sure on that.
Really?
I don't think Kudus, technically.
Kudus now.
I'm not sure.
I think Kudus is better than now.
Though.
But I actually
he's 2-1 though. I think Kulu.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think Pedro Porro, and I think that's why he's going to play him,
yeah.
and I think that's why he's going to keep him.
One other thing in the match that we spoke about is the Trafford situation. I don't understand. I've been on Twitter in the meantime during eating my chicken Big Mac just then and my double cheeseburger. I'm fucking sitting there and I'm looking at him like, how is this not been given a red card? Like I don't know. He doesn't even get the ball. Like I don't understand it at all. Like because I know what will happen. Next week it'll be a red and it'll be a pen.
Yeah. Mate, I said this at the time it happens, and you laughed and joked and was like, watch, we'll get in the car, we'll watch it back, and we'll be like, oh yeah, we've all had a howler. He's clearly won the ball. Mate, he's got nowhere near the ball. He's just clearly gone through the man.
And then just after, I don't know, I've seen the Trafford thing. I have seen that one. But roughly about 30 seconds later, Porro ran into the box.
And the pen
it was down the other end to where we are. So
it looked like a pen, but who knows?
We haven't seen.
Have you not seen it?
No.
So I doubt there's anything in it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, to be fair. But
I'll be honest, Trafford, I think had a stinker today.
Yeah, the howl.
Trafford.
I thought he was shocking today.
I was moving like dog, didn't
I think for them to do well this season in City. I think Spurs need to look at this as a big win for us. But going to Etihad for us is like, yeah, cool. Like we shouldn't expect a result. We never do. However, we have got a lot of good results there.
No, mate, we have. We've got really.
And I think we need to push on from this one, especially at this moment in the season. But I think for them, like Donnarumma will change it for them because I think Trafford was
Trafford
shit.
Yeah, Trafford. You could see today. I think not the moment, but the
Just
he looked
height,
nervous. Yeah. He looked nervous today.
And mate, like from
the
like minute 1, we were pressing high.
Yeah.
I think even you turned around to us in the thing and was
though.
like, we were pressing high.
Yeah, we were.
I did really like that high press, but I just want to go back on like Paulinho just for a second because I think there was a time in the second half where we were pressing high. I think it was a goal kick, but we pressed higher, and it was Spence. I think Kudus, it may have been Richarlison, and then obviously him in like the triangle kind of pressing, and it was like City played around Kudus and I'm going to say it's Richarlison, got through and they're kind of breaking, and you didn't see Paulinho kind of like rush to his man, whereas I think a lot of other people would, maybe due to like lack of experience, but instead he's kind of looked around and he's tried to like organise his own midfield, which is something that I think we've missed.
Well, that's
much.
that's what I was trying to say. Like we have not had a player that does that job for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
And luckily, I mean, I know I said like I said earlier, I said that's why we bought him. Obviously, you did highlight the fact that he is on loan, but. I mean, to be 100% honest,
30 mil get him in, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
To be fair, like another thing, like I don't want to jump the gun way too soon, right? And I will give him his flowers, so to speak, because he was unbelievable today, and even against what was it like 60, 70 minutes of the Super Cup that he played. But I do just think that he is 30.
I think Paulinho.
Yeah,
I 31, 31,
he's
31, yeah.
And I just think in a year's time, I mean, it's like what we said as we were like driving here now.
Yeah.
It's like I mean the Eze situation. He's what 28, 27.
27.
And I know you, Dan, said that you reckon Arsenal get 3 years out of him.
Yeah.
I reckon if we were to go ahead and get Paulinho, it would be very, very good. If I'm judging off of the first 2 games that he's played, 2-3 games.
Yep.
But I just think the age, I wouldn't be able to justify that 30 million.
No, I don't think it will. Though. I think it'd be very similar to the Tell signing, right? That's what they're doing at the moment.
Very much
but
so.
At the end of the day, a year's time, he's gonna be 32. Spurs will be looking at that and they'll go, look, we want to keep him 10, 15 million. That's what I reckon. That's what I reckon it would. And again, whether that happens or not, but whether that happens or not, I don't know. But let's be real. Like, if we spend £30 million, we're talking about how good he is on a 32-year-old. That is, and we know Levy doesn't like to buy like players that old.
That's like United,
you know, so
60 on Casemiro.
Yeah, so I think 10, 15 mil, you sit there and go, oh yes, it makes sense. Even if he's rotation for next season, but again, it's a long season. He might end up just being shit. So we still got to see.
But currently he's looking good.
Yeah, currently he's looking good.
Let's talk about the goals first. Not first, but let's talk about the goals. First one, it got ruled out as offside initially.
I generally think like us three, or maybe like the whole of the third tier was still celebrating.
Yeah,
100%.
Good
100%.
And on that actually, I actually for the first time, I think this happened. I was sat there and was like, this is definitely getting like overturned, like because the way they set up to take a free kick, City,
100%.
And then it got given the goal. I was like, what? Like I've never seen that. That's always like whenever they start setting up, it means they clearly know it's offside.
Yeah,
100%.
And then it was given. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but I think it was a great run from Richie. Great ball into the box. Good finish from Brian Johnson.
Yeah. I do think again you got to give praise to Sarr as well.
Yeah,
for winning the flick on. The flick on.
Was it Porro to do
Porro,
the and then Sarr the flick on?
Porro sort of clipped it and then Porro headed it. I don't know who he actually beat in the aerial battle, but yeah, Richie. I actually did think the ball that Richie played was. Because you've seen what's his name, Johnson so many times last season. Obviously that sort of goal where we break down one side and cross it in, and his first time, whatever. I did think as Richarlison put the ball in, it looked as though it was slightly behind where Johnson normally gets the ball. Obviously, it didn't matter.
See, I actually thought there was like when I saw the highlights.
Did Trafford get
I haven't watched anything yet.
Oh, okay.
When I saw the highlights, I saw the ball get played across, and it's like it has like a bobble sort of thing.
Yeah.
And and it was like, just swipe it.
All right.
And then and it was kind of like took a big bobble, and I thought he may as I kind of looked it back, I was like, it's an impressive finish.
Yeah, no,
it
was.
It
was a very. It was, and also what foot is he? Left or right footed? Johnson.
Right.
He's right footed.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Because he finished with his right foot, and I think that's why it was slightly behind him, because if the ball went in front of him, he would have had to have taken that on his left foot. So I think to take it just behind him, did Trafford get a hand to it?
I think it hit his chest. I think.
Oh, it hit his chest. Okay, and then went into the
second goal.
So, yeah.
The second goal I missed because it was just before half
to be honest, they had to be honest with you, I looked up and then Richie had the ball in their box, and then I thought he fucked it, and I was about to scream at Luke, and then end up like laying off somehow to Paulinho, who just smashed it, and then
all I remember is that he smashed it, went into the goal,
and then you ran down,
and I started running down the stairs, and then like halfway through in my head, I'm like, why am I down here? Let me go back.
Again, like there wasn't really much comment on that goal. Like they had a stinker, we managed to capitalise on it, which is good.
I think the one thing, as I said, I didn't see the goal because I was queuing up for drinks at half time. The only thing, I've seen the replay of that goal, the only thing that you can commend us for, again, is that high press.
Yeah.
Are you saying it was from a goal kick?
Yeah.
I think it was from a goal kick.
I literally looked up and then Richie had it.
So I think.
And everyone was just cheering and we were like, what?
I'm not sure, because I think from what I saw, Trafford took like the goal kick, passed it to John Stones, I want to say. Stones has then kind of like played it straight back to him because of the high press. Trafford's then gone to play it to whoever was in their midfield, and Sar's just pounced on him. And then obviously I've kind of looked up, nicked the ball, and Richarlison's...
Again, that's the one thing that you can commend then, like on that goal specifically.
The press was good.
The press was so. I think we've so far when we've not had the ball. We've calculated a press so well. We were joking at half time with that because I asked you who pressed the ball and you said Sar, and I then and me and you both said it's like that meme of Ousmane Dembele. The close up of him. But because PSG were like that last season, where the press was so high that teams could just not get. And I'm not comparing. I'm not saying that we are as good as PSG there, but in terms of just actually pressing the ball, we look so good. We look so good with the ball.
I think the thing that's fun
with
now,
the press. Sorry.
I think the thing that's like fun going into games now, especially like today. I think we were quite confident, all of us, before the game, that we were going to set up exactly how we did at PSG.
Well, hang on. I actually said we'll go 1-0 up. And
I'm saying
didn't believe me.
I'm not talking about that though.
No,
but I'm talking about
that.
The actual setup. We were convinced like Danzo starts, 3 at the back.
Yeah, I think that's
very similar, and I think it was good. It's like nice to go into games now. We're like, shit, well, we actually gonna play.
Yeah. We're adaptable.
But I actually think as well that something that's quite nice, and again, we haven't had it in a long time, I don't think, is that you're going into a game and you know that you're going to be set up correctly. It's not going to be all guns blazing. There's a sense of organisation there,
there is,
which I actually think is quite nice to kind of
100%
like go into a game, especially against the best team in England for the past like 5 years.
I mean they have last season, this season.
But you know what?
Not this season, but last season they tailed off, didn't they? Big time.
Even like
I know they had a lot of injuries, but.
But if you're going based off of like the last 5 years, they are the best team in England.
Man City. Based off the last 5 years, but based on last season.
But again, you say that, and again, obviously, we're only second game in. Man City might turn over every single team they play now.
Yeah, they could.
And then you sit there and go, "Fuck, we actually did really good."
We got.
But again, it might be the flop where it's like a bad season for City is full place.
Yeah.
And then you sit there and go, we beat not a shit City, because City are never shit. But I think we'll see as the season goes on. One thing that is quite nice is, obviously, like two of my best friends are Chelsea fans, and they text me in the middle of the game going like you look so good tactically.
Yeah,
like he's sitting. My friend Casey messaged me in the group chat and was like Jess, like you guys look so much better tactically prepared than City.
Well, but that's a big that you got to commend. You have to commend the manager.
Got
to commend the manager.
Well, it's the same players really, other than Kudus.
Well, that's the biggest thing.
And do you know what's mad?
You know
what is mad?
Go on.
If you think that he actually cost the same price as Brennan Johnson.
What?
Kudus.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Thomas Frank.
No.
No.
That is mad, isn't it? Brennan Johnson and Kudus are the same price.
Yeah, no. Why are you laughing like that?
Hey, no, what the fuck? No,
that is mad. That is mad.
Ash, what have you done, man?
Yeah, no, that is funny. That is very funny. The what's it called? I think if you look at the starting 11 today, 9 out of the 11 were in
Ange's players.
Well, they played under Ange. Obviously the other two, and to be 100% honest, I do think they're two key parts to
that's
to
what we're
how
missing.
we're playing,
how
we have been playing so well so far.
Hang
What,
on,
are you
I'm
still
gonna have to cut
laughing
you.
at
No, can you turn on the engine and like lower down a window? It's fucking boiling back here.
It is hot.
It's so hot back here.
It is hot.
I'm saying I'm dying.
Are you sweating?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
If there's any wind or any noise outside, by the way, that's
my fault.
We have for audio listeners, we have just opened some windows. Luke is actually sweating.
He has got sweat patches.
So yeah,
in his armpit.
Don't worry about it. All right, mate. All right, buddy.
No, it is like a sweat box in it.
No, it is.
But I think maybe got into a bit of transfer news. We got obviously nothing like crazy. We don't really like talk about transfers, but obviously we saw Romano tweet out that Savinho is basically it's now or never this weekend.
Yeah. Basically, I think from what I read, was it last night or yesterday during the day or something? They said the big point would be today, because obviously we know for a fact that Daniel Levy does travel to 90% of football
he does.
games.
To be fair, I hate him, but he goes to pretty much every game.
He's he wasn't at the Super Cup, but Premier League games he is near on at every single game. So I would imagine he was there today. Who's the and from what I read, the Man City guy, I don't know what his name is.
He was there as well.
He was.
I didn't want you to say that
today,
Savinho's agent. So obviously, there's nothing to look into, but it'll probably be there anyway.
It came out on Twitter that.
I mean, if the thing is, he keeps saying Savinho's injured. Savinho obviously clearly tried to make a statement on Instagram that he's not injured. Then you hear like all things like this. I think the thing is, if Spurs want him, pay what they want, and that's the problem with Spurs, right? Is that's what we always get to that point. It's like, well, he wants to join us. However, we need to pay £85 million.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. This is not my opinion. Can I just state this? However, I have seen one or two people on Twitter come out and say, like after today's game, do we need Savinho?
Yes, absolutely.
Do we need him?
So
you're 100% saying we need him? Because I'm saying...
Let me ask you, I know you're not saying this, but if you're playing devil's advocate, let me ask you this.
Yeah, okay, go on.
If Brennan Johnson or Kudus get injured, who do you play?
Yeah, squad depth.
Okay, so that's the biggest. So that's the biggest thing. Then we're talking about.
We're in 4
depth.
competitions. Yeah, and we are 1 injury away, I think, from a bit of a catastrophe.
Again, like what you said, Jess.
Yeah, no,
I can't remember when you said
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So
totally.
if he's sorry, Luke, but if he's £80 million, £85 million, it's worth it.
Yeah,
and actually, I think a few times today.
I don't know about £85 million.
Fuck it. And and also, but like a few times
I don't
today,
think that's Daniel Levy's transfer policy, mate. Not. After the last few days, I don't think that's his transfer policy.
Well. But I think do you remember? I think you were like cursing it. Yeah, is the Brennan Johnson touch? He got a ball was put into him. He took a fucking massive touch.
Yeah. Touch of Lukaku.
Yeah, and then that's it. Like it's
Johnson.
Done.
Yeah, Johnson. I think Johnson. For me, Johnson.
I love him.
I
love him.
Yeah. Well,
I love him.
I think every single person loves him. I think the biggest thing for me is that I think Johnson is not a player as much as we want him to be. Johnson's not. He's not Kudus or Kudus type of player where he'll get the ball and he'll run and he'll try and beat 3 or 4 players. He's an effective player. It means that he will be in the right place to score goals. And if Richarlison keeps playing like he is, obviously he didn't score today. He got an assist, but if we can get, because you think we've lost in the last 3 years, we have lost, I would say, between 40 and 50 goal contributions in two players, in Kane and Son. Have to replace that. Have to, right? So because I remember going to games in 17, 18, right, 18, 19, and obviously Kane would get the bulk of the goals, but then you'd also have Son, you'd also have Eriksen, you'd also have Dele Alli, you'd also have, to a certain extent, Eric Lamela.
The thing with Johnson that I find, and I think all three of us have said this,
if Johnson can...
He's a better super sub, isn't he?
Yeah. But if Johnson, for me, if Johnson can
get...
If Johnson can hit, because I'm pretty sure in all comps last season, he was definitely our top goal scorer.
Yeah, I think it's like 17, 18 goals
but
or something like that.
But in all competitions, I thought he got more. I thought he got 20 plus, but he may have been something like that.
I want to say 25 goal contributions.
Oh.
Goal contributions.
Get your phone out.
Goals and assists. I want to say something like 25.
Because I think if he can get, I don't know, 15 goals plus, yeah? If he can get 15 goals plus goal contributions a season, Kudus can get 15 goal contributions a season, and then you've got your 10, and we'll talk about a 10 in a moment, and also a striker that can get 15, 20 goals. I think that puts us in a good place, you know. I really do.
But again,
because I always thought...
In 51 games last season,
yep, go on.
He got 18 goals and 7 assists.
Okay, 18. So
yeah, 25.
Again, so you got 25 goal contributions. So that well played. That's good ball knowledge.
Cheers, mate.
I think the biggest thing for me is like I don't think I've really faulted the defence before. Like the four that even the four that are playing now, and when Spence come out and you dog it.
I don't think any of us have ever said anything about the defence.
I think the defence, I really do think the defence is a very, very good defence. Yeah. It's just that, especially last season, losing Kane.
I don't know though. I
think
you say squad rotation, yeah.
No, like I think we have depth there, is what I mean. Not in
but
terms
I think our midfield is stinky.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like rotation, I know
rotation.
I'm now talking about like rotation. I mean, Kevin Danzo came on. I think I like that signing. Why he's there like that?
Super Kev.
I like that signing.
Kev.
Yeah,
and then
why are you saying it like that for?
You've also got
he's
like
a good
Ben
player.
Davis, reliable. Why is
Ben Davis?
That funny?
No, Ben.
He's reliable. He has been a reliable player over the last like 10 seasons.
I remember Ben Davies. It just made me laugh that the first name he came up with was Ben Davies.
Yeah, no, the first one that came in mind.
So you got Ben Davies. You still got Dragusin to come out of to come out of his ACL.
Takai, whatever his name is. Don't know nothing about it.
The Japanese guy. Don't know
Vuskovic currently, I think he's still going to go out on loan.
He needs to though.
But we've got so many centre backs. We've got depth.
You got Udogie and Spence. Yeah. You got Gray can play right back. Whether he's good or not is another thing, but he can play there.
And he played centre back last year as well.
So we got depth in it.
It's our attack, and I think Savinho does offer that. You know, Brennan's having a bad game, take him off. Yeah. Or you're like, actually.
See, for me, if we're gonna buy £80 million player, he's starting, mate. I cannot.
But I'm saying, but we I agree with you, and he will start 90% of the games. However, you know, you're sitting there. It's like Carabao Cup. You start Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
100%.
I will put
like
this out there though.
With the bench. If you put him on the bench, you bring him on.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
He has pace.
I think, though, with the way, again, that Brennan Johnson started this season, obviously he didn't play in the Super Cup, but against Burnley and obviously today, I do think he scored 2 goals in 2 games. I do think that's slightly... If we're going to go out... Because if we're going to buy Savinho, let's be real. He's going to go into that starting 11. We're not going to splash the cash.
And same as Kudus. Kudus ain't getting dropped.
Exactly that.
Unless in his head, he's going to play Kudus more central. or Savinho more central.
No, he could play as like
as a
10.
cam. Yeah, I don't know.
He could, or he could.
Because I think Kudus could do it.
I think Kudus.
I think Kudus could do it.
He could. But I'm
That's
gonna
naughty,
say
by the way. Brennan, Kudus, and
Because
Savinho.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's unfair.
Kudus today
Go on.
is the fact of that. Again, Brennan Johnson doesn't really do it, but Kudus actually dropped back to help.
Yeah. A few
And
times he picked up
he picked up the ball and he picked it
Deep.
up and like
deep,
I was sat there thinking, just pass the ball, like lay it off to a midfield, then make the run.
Yeah.
But he has that technical ability where he can just pick it up and just run.
As I was about to say, I think it would be unfair currently, based on the last 2 games, to drop Brennan Johnson.
I agree. I just think
purely based on the fact that he has scored 2 goals in 2 games.
In what did you say? It is 9 days after the window or some whatever it is.
So.
Yeah.
Whatever
the bollocks
first
is.
September,
I just think if you can secure Savinho and like a rotational like attacker, like whether it's a 10,
mate, we still need a 10.
That's what I'm saying. So if you get a 10 in, like I think that's actually a decent window. But
do we need a 10 though?
100%.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm playing devil's
sorry,
advocate.
wasn't you saying Saar for 10?
No, that was you.
It was me, yeah. But like, I'm not being funny here, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I do think it is now time that we move on to this situation because I think it's been sat there for it's been brewing.
Yeah.
Right? But after that Eze situation that happens last Sunday, the Sunday just gone, last Sunday, and has spanned throughout the whole week, it's like, and even you just touched on it then, Jesse, it was like we have our midfield rotation is smelly.
Yeah.
Very smelly.
Yeah.
You need you need a 10 to come in and just create. We said it throughout the whole of that Super Cup game. If you were to put a 10, hypothetically at the time we said Eze, if you were to put him in that game, you feel 100% more confident that we could have held on to that 2-0 lead. $1,000,000%.
When? In the Super Cup?
In the Super Cup final, But now there's no one left.
Yeah, I mean the obvious. Firstly, fuck that cunt. Yeah, it's just firstly, oh, what a prick.
Mate, did you see
what a fucking prick,
the announcement? The announcement came. The announcement came out, and of course, those fucking pricks had to put it was only arse or something like that.
Yeah, no,
arseholes.
Oh, okay, it's a banger. It's a banger. However, fuck him.
Yeah, no, that is. Yeah, 100%.
But it's a banger. It's a banger. But fuck him.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah,
no, but seriously, fuck him.
I mean,
I love the fact that you, Jesse, was like. I mean, first of all, it ruined my evening.
Yep.
Because of obviously.
Mate, I FaceTimed you, and you were like, "Mate, I'm about to throw my phone at the wall."
Oh yeah. But obviously, the group chat started popping off before then, and then about 4 minutes later, that then gets sent through, and I was like, that then just ruined my night even more.
Yeah.
I've then turned up to work the next day, and you, Jesse, have just walked in and gone, "No, I'm fuming."
I basically walked into work. I basically walked into work and said, "If anyone mentions the name Eze, you're getting fired."
Yeah, nice.
Anyone mentions the name Arsenal, and you know the funniest thing? Actually, no, I can't even say that.
No,
nothing like that. I wasn't.
Okay.
I can't say that.
Let's forget
that. I just think he's a prick. And I get it. The reality is he supports Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
If they come in, and the reality is it is our fault we took too long.
Yeah.
Like that is reality.
And that's the biggest thing. I think it was only 2 or 3 days ago. Obviously, some journalists have dug deeper and have asked different people what actually went on, and it seems as though we were just not delay. I wouldn't say delaying, but we were basically trying to still negotiate last Sunday. Obviously, Arsenal played Man United last week. Kai Havertz got injured. And Arsenal got wind of us still taking too long, basically, over this deal. I don't know what we were doing. I don't know if it was over, negotiations over how much we're going to pay or how we're going to pay. Yeah, basically, different instalments of paying. But Arsenal caught wind of that. And they've gone, we're going to give you this much.
It's done.
Bang. And that was it. And I think, again, I was saying not to. It was during the week, I think, I think it was during the week. There's been so many times where this has happened, where it's really gone wrong, right?
Well,
and a lot of the time,
yeah.
There's so many high-profile players where it's gone wrong, right? The only thing you can say against that is 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, when there was news breaking that we were gonna be signing Eze for 55 million, and his release clause was what? It was 68.
Yeah.
Everyone was going, "Oh my god, what a deal!" So there's so many swings and roundabouts. I get it. We should have gone in. We should have paid the release clause, right?
100%.
We should have. Maybe there were terms that were not really realistic for us.
I mean,
but again, if we were sitting here now and we paid 55 million for Eze,
you'd be saying it's bargain.
You'd be saying it's,
something
get
that
it,
really annoyed me is like, and I understand we ended up going for Gibbs White as well, that also failed.
See, I think that's why I do think that's a big I think that's a big reason why the whole fan base is just really annoyed.
Yeah,
like
it's embarrassing,
really pissed off.
It's embarrassing.
The part that I don't understand is like, why didn't we go in at the start of the window?
Yeah.
Why didn't you test the waters at the start of the window, know where you stand, and then either go back in later after, because Gibbs White's release clause was 8 million quid cheaper. We all know what Levy's like, loves to save money where he can.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, cool. He didn't work. Who's your next target? Go straight in.
Yeah.
We waited. I think I saw something stupid like
17
days.
It was 17 days after James Maddison. Yeah.
That is way too long to even make an inquiry about him.
But the other thing with it is I said this to Luke yesterday, was the fact that, realistically what Spurs should have done is sat there and gone, right, Community Shield's happened, let's sign him.
Yeah, 100%.
Community Shield, day after. It talked before the Community Shield game.
If he was the number one target,
which he clearly was. He clearly was.
Well,
we haven't bounced into anyone else since.
He's the number one target since Morgan Gibbs White, so he must have been number two target.
But even mate, honestly, this whole thing has just ruined my whole week. Honestly. I went
until
to work.
Today. Until today.
Yeah. But I went
it
to
ruined
work.
your week.
This is what I was going to say earlier, but I don't know if I can say it, but I'm going to say it. I went to work and literally I had interviews to do. The fucking cunt's an Arsenal fan. I just think I want to sit there. He's like, I love football. Yeah, who do you support? Arsenal. Mate, I switched off.
Yeah.
Switched off for an hour.
No, you should.
Don't talk to me about. This is on Thursday, the day after.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me about Arsenal?
Yeah.
Like everywhere, I was like, oh fuck off, man. So I'm not gonna lie. If you ever see this, mate, that is exactly why you did get a job.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if I'd say it, but yeah. But I think I went to you, didn't I, Luke? And I was like, fucking prick. But yeah, no, I just think, fuck Eze. We need to act fast, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
And to be honest, the reality is, right, the best one to go for, and it's never going to happen, is Morgan Rogers.
100%.
It's never going to go for. But again, like you said, right, even if we had a report that we've slapped £80 million down for him, at least it's like you're showing something. Yeah, you're whether it's going to work or not, at least you're trying.
Yeah,
to be fair, I said go for Morgan Rogers while Dan was on holiday.
Yeah.
And it was the episode
class
just,
player.
Just you and I. I think it was like
you did say
episode.
though. I'm not gonna lie, you did say that he doesn't give you that wow factor.
No,
he does, man.
Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, I think
Morgan
so. No,
Rogers,
your brother said it, not me.
No.
Morgan, he does.
Morgan Rogers. Again, I've not watched.
Oh, he's a baller.
I haven't.
Mate.
Yeah, I haven't. No. I know he's a good player because he scored goals and I know. Stop singing, mate. Really, stop singing. I know for what's it called? FPL. Like he ruined my FPL last season, right? Because he got a lot of points. But Eze, when again, I don't really want to keep going on about him, but when he gets the ball, he glides with the ball, mate. I don't get that feeling. Oh no, I do get that, but I just don't get that. I just don't get that.
All right, cool. If not Rogers,
I don't know. I really don't know. No. What I'm saying is
he doesn't give you that wow factor like Eze.
I would go in for him 1 million percent because I know he's a good football. Yeah, I know for a fact he's a good football player.
Yeah.
I know that, but he doesn't give me that. Do you know, like Kudus today?
You're like, wow.
I sat down for like 30 seconds to do shoelaces.
He gets the ball
and I looked up whilst doing my shoelaces. He got the ball and started running. I stood straight back up. Didn't even do my shoelace up. I was like, oh my God, what I was like, what is this guy gonna do with the ball? I don't feel like
with Rogers,
like if if we had
Man
Eze,
U,
I think
100%.
if we had him,
I do get what you're trying to say, but I do think Rodgers does have that because I think the thing with Rodgers is he's very skillful as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
do you know what makes me
that's the only thing.
And I think that's why you really that's why we all love Kudus as well. Yeah, and I think Rodgers will bring that as well.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking about a very, very unrealistic side.
Very, very unrealistic.
Do you know what I saw?
Who else are we linked to? Can I ask who before you go whatever you're about to say? Who else are we?
The only person I've seen is
Paz.
Savinho.
Is this Paz?
Oh, Nico
Fuck
Paz. That, man. No, we don't want that, man. Like, he got 6 assists for Como, or whatever it was. Like,
but he plays for Como, yeah?
I'm pretty sure.
So he plays with Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas, who is dirty Gooner and Chelsea.
Yeah.
And so who's just gonna go?
Unless
don't
he's
go
gonna
there.
start Dele Alli if we sign him, I'm not interested.
Dele?
Because he plays for Como, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Dele Alli.
Going back to what I was going to say, is like Morgan Rogers, I saw it last year, he scored at the Parc des Princes, and the carnage that was in that Villa away.
Yeah, but that's because they've just scored.
Mate,
Martinez could have scored and he would have, and the carnage would have been off.
Yeah, but he's just a baller, man. I'm telling you now, Brennan Johnson should get on the phone, roll back the Lincoln days when he was there. I think it was Lincoln.
Yeah,
and just call him up and be like, mate.
Listen, I think the thing is, I agree with you both. We need a 10. Whoever it is, we'll see if we even get one. I think Savinho looks like our biggest target. Whether it happens or not, we'll see. Like I said, I think by Monday we'll know whether or not what's going on.
We have to know.
To be fair, like I said earlier while we were driving,
it is Bank Holiday Monday for Daniel Levy.
It's Bank Holiday Monday, and Daniel Levy will probably look at it and go, oh yeah, it's all right. No one does business on Monday. It's Bank Holiday.
Do you know what? I see last week that Lange went back to
Norway
or
Sweden
Denmark
or wherever
after the game on Saturday.
Yeah, just terminate his contract, man. What's that guy doing?
I saw someone on Twitter.
Yeah. He went back to
Alex he dropped him off in the cab.
Spurs Cyprus.
He dropped him off in the cab. I saw it. Yeah, but fuck him as well. He's shit.
Lange is.
He's mate, honestly.
He did nothing with
actually
Villa.
makes Steve Hitchen look good. That's how mad that is. Do you know how mad that is? He makes Steve Hitchen look good. Yeah. That's fucking mental. That's hard to do.
Mate,
that's hard to do.
See, I said during the week. The big person that really you've got to look at, obviously Daniel Levy, but Lange, he's a director of football. He should be the chief negotiator in things, and mate, he was awful. I remember seeing stuff about like Villa fans saying this guy is awful.
Yeah, now we understand.
Like he was really, really bad at Villa with Gerrard. I don't know where. Did he go anywhere after, or did he come straight to us?
I think he probably came to us.
Yeah, mate.
Do you know who I really like? Do you know who I really like? I don't.
Not really bad, but
I think he's free agent because I think they got rid of him. But you know Michael Edwards.
Who?
He was the Liverpool director of football. They went Newcastle, but they released him, didn't they?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure.
Do you know what annoys me about the whole situation? Right, it's like we're sitting here slating them, saying that they're crap at their job. Fair enough, they are pretty crap, but it's just like. It just feels as though there's like no intention at all. Like it just feels like any signing, any player.
I do think there is intention.
No, but it just feels like any player we're linked with, there's no like drive to go right.
I think
let's put all eggs in one basket.
I think we were unfortunate with the Gibbs White thing.
Yeah, after the Gibbs White interview, he basically came out and said personal reasons he stayed at Forest. Yeah. Whether that's true or not, you don't know. But that's what he's saying.
What Marinakis is like.
Yeah, he's got his bum old fiddled. Yeah, that's what's happened there. Yeah. But again, like and again, the Eze thing is like, yeah, cool as shit, and fuck him, he's a prick. But he is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, they've come in last minute. Of course, he's gonna go.
Shit.
Of course, he's gonna go there. So yeah, I just think we move on from it. But I think put all our eggs in one basket for Savinho. See what happens. Yeah. If nothing comes from that, we are fucked.
Yeah, we
are fucked.
It's gonna be a really interesting week. Yeah. Obviously, next week. We've got Bournemouth. How have they started? I don't actually know.
They lost today.
Oh, they lost.
No, sorry, they won today. Sorry, it was Wolves that lost.
Oh, okay. Who they play?
It's Iriolo though, and he sets up good. It's gonna be two good managers.
But they've lost so.
Yeah, they have, but Semenyo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had Liverpool.
So they lost against Liverpool, and then they won today. Yeah.
1-0.
So it's gonna be a really.
Vanilson.
It's going to be a really interesting. It's going to be an interesting game next week.
Yeah.
We should win. But again,
We'll see.
how many times have we said that we're going to win?
We all said earlier, didn't we? Our big thing this season, if we keep playing like we are, is when we got a period where it's like Chelsea at home, Man U at home, and then Arsenal away.
That's where we'll find out
how good we really are.
Yeah.
If we keep going the way we are, obviously a few losses in between, but when we get to that period, if we come out of there with 6 out of 9 points, then they go, "Oh lads, we're doing good." If we don't come out with 0 points, then we're doing shit.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see.
That's it.
We literally have been sitting here for 50 minutes talking rubbish.
And
we've only got about
2 hours to go.
Yeah, we still got about 2 hours. We've got to. We've probably got to wrap it as well because the car park runs out in about 10 minutes time.
In McDonald's.
Yeah, Mackey's, of course. We're going to leave it there. Slight update. We have now gone on to every single audio platform for podcasts that I could find. So that does include Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Castbox. There's a whole load of others. But I'm fingers crossed. Once Luke uploads it onto Spotify, it goes out to everywhere else. Obviously, we'll check. But yeah, make sure you, of course, like the video. Please make sure you subscribe, share it as well. I've said that for the last few times. You are also, don't forget
as well, you are releasing a match day for
today. I did film a couple of things. It did really well. It did quite well. It did quite well on our Twitter, so I'm going to put another one of those up as well. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. It's DL Spurs flag.
Yeah.
And also that's the same thing on Instagram as well. TikTok, I can't remember what the TikTok is.
The Paxton perspective.
Yeah, the Paxton perspective on TikTok as well. But other than that, guys, Bournemouth next week.
Yeah, to Bournemouth.
Laters.